publicly on Israel, but Lavrov just stated that nothing was intended. He publicly has now stated that with what was in the media, that there was a tiff between Israel and Russia.
As I've read in a Russian publication, he stated that, of course, all parties were informed beforehand, not just informed, they all agreed to it. So if I can just get a quick direct quote that I had prepared for you, he stated thus. Yeah, and this ended up with Erdogan then storming out. I tried to get a selection of these publications to really get an idea. There was even a Russian website, I think it's mosyar.ru, where they said Lavrov lied. So this was an Israeli website, but with a Russian extension.
Yes, I-24.
Right, yeah. I saw that. I thought that's interesting that that's permitted. I can access it in Russia, no problem. And it's written in Russian, so clearly for the Russian audience. So I'm going to say that's a little bit of freedom of speech there that I can see going on in Russia. But it said, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the topic of the meeting, discussion of Middle East problems, including the problem of Palestine, was agreed in advance and everyone knew about it. He stressed that the Palestinian issue is the oldest issue that needed to be discussed. This is what was stressed by Lavrov, and that the action was not anti-Israeli, as now is being alleged by many of the media outlets.
Because Israel,
I can believe Lavrov with the, when you think about how the agendas are set and all is arranged there. I have no reason to disbelieve Lavrov's version.
Well, also Israel has a pending agreement with the Eurasian Union, so there's a pending trade agreement. I don't know if that's been finalized. And I know that the relations with Israel and Russia are actually good. We're actually stating that Israel should be neutral. We're recommending Israel remain neutral. It's in its best interest to remain neutral because of its relations with Russia. And Putin has given considerable freedom.
I believe Lavrov also went so far as to draw an analogy to Ukraine, whereby saying that Israel is being a bit hypocritical here with its supporting and supplying of the Kiev regime, given its very same arguments in regards to Palestine. So when it talks about territory and threats on borders and things like this, Lavrov was kind of making the point, well, you can't have it both ways. So if you don't support us, then, how do you reconcile your own viewpoint and standpoint and arguments in this, which is a very difficult thing.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, of course, Lavrov goes for the jugular and he doesn't mince his words. He is a very sharp mind.